So just give me the clarification whether my screen is visible or not. Guys, is my screen is visible? Please write on chat box at least, everybody.
Visible, sir.
Yeah. So anybody remember what we have discussed in the last session? Anybody? Okay, no response. Okay, let's start. So in last session, we have discussed what is programming, what is code, what is program. So all those things we have discussed. There is one more thing that you guys need to remember that is very famous interview question as well, and that is interpreter versus compiler. So you guys already know in last session we have discussed what is interpreter, what is compiler, sorry. What is compiler? So there is one more interview question. What is interpreter and what is compiler? So anybody remember what is compiler? Any idea? I have discussed this in last class. Any idea? In your own words, you can say. No idea. Okay. Let me tell you what is compiler and what is interpreter. So basically, when we are writing our code, okay. So if I am talking about interpreter and compiler, so here we are writing some instructions. Okay. Instructions. So that instructions can be anything. Whatever task you want from the computer, that please computer please perform this task for you. So that task we need to give here. So the task is anything. For example, multiplication. I am giving this as a task. 128 into 98. Just some task is there. It can be any task. It can be any task. So which language we are using? Generally, we are using English type of language. English type of language. Okay. Same as it is, we are having computers. So which language computer knows? That is your binary language. So computer knows only binary languages. So that is zeros and ones. Okay. Binary languages. Okay. Now, computer knows binary languages, and we as a human knows which kind of languages, that is English language. Now, if they both want to communicate, because what is our job? Our job is to tell computers, please perform this task. Computer will never perform your task directly, because computer knows binary languages, and which kind of language we human knows, that is your English language. Okay. So how they will communicate with each other? So for that, there is one software which is going to come into picture, that is known as translator. That is known as translator. So this is your translator. So basically, translator is what? In technical terms, this translator is known as compilers. And in technical terms, this English type of language is known as high level language. High level language. In technical terms, this binary language is known as
Machine
machine
language.
language. And in technical terms, this translator is known as compiler.
Compiler.
Yes, good. Compiler. Okay. Now, there is one more thing is coming into picture, that is interpreter. So what is your compiler? So basically compiler is used to translate high level code. What is your high level code? That is your English type of code. That means your instructions, whatever instructions you are giving, that is English type of, into which language? Machine language. That is your binary code, machine language. That is the job of compiler. Okay. Machine language. That is your binary language. Okay. Now, here one thing you need to remember. This is your compiler. Then what is your interpreter? So the job of interpreter is similar to compiler. The job of interpreter is similar to compiler. So what interpreter will do? Interpreter is also used to translate high level code to, that is your English code to, then maybe you are having doubt, then what is the difference? And this is a very famous interview question. What is the difference between interpreter and compiler? Remember one thing, whenever we are using compiler, then your code will be translated, complete code. So if this is my complete code means program, complete program will be translated at once. That means this complete program is going to be translated at once in case of compilers. In case of compilers, your complete program, whatever code you have written in your program, this complete code will be executed. Complete code will be translated in case of compilation. So what is compiler? Just remember here, the difference is here. The difference is compiler will translate the code at once, or in other words, we can say complete code at once. Whatever code you have written, all those codes will be compiled at once. But what about interpreter? So remember this, interpreter will not compile your code at once. What it will do, it will go line by line. What is the meaning of this? Just take one example. Suppose that here I am writing 2 to 3 instructions. Like I am writing first instruction is 10 plus 20. Next instruction is 30 into 89. Then 87 into 97. This is my instruction, just some codes I am writing, just take it as a code. Okay, some instruction I am writing. Now when you are talking about compilers, what compiler will do? Compiler will execute this complete code, whatever you have written in your program, that will be executed at once. Everything will be executed at once. But when we are talking about interpreter programming language or interpreter will go line by line. What is the meaning of this? If interpreter is used, basically interpreter is also we are using for compilation phase, for translating your code. So that is nothing but your interpreter. What it is, if your code is translating one by one, first is this one, this is a line which is going to be executed, then this is a line which is going to be executed, then this is a line which is going to be executed. So line by line your code has been translated. That is your interpreter. So what is the difference? Compiler is going to execute your complete code at once. Interpreter is going to complete your code line by line. That's the only difference between interpreter and compiler. Working wise, both are same. Both are used to translate your high level code to machine code. And difference is compilation will be done at once. Complete code will be converted into machine language at once. But when we are talking about interpreter, line by line your execution will be there. So that is the actual difference. So what is the difference? Interpreter will translate your code line by line. That is the only difference. So complete code will be executed at once in case of compiler. Line by line code is going to be executed in case of interpreter. This is a very famous interview question. I need to explain these things, these two statements. That is the only difference. Any question, anything you want to ask in this? Anybody?
Sir. Hello.
Please write on chat box, guys. Yes, Siddharth, do you want to say something? Python, Python is an interpreted language. I will discuss that. Okay. Which type of language Python is, I will discuss. Don't worry. Okay. Now, our next topic is basically we are going to discuss basics of Python programming. In last session, we have discussed what is programming. Now we will discuss what is Python programming. So what is Python? So Python is what? Python is a general purpose. Very important term. General purpose. High level programming language. Now, two terms are here which are very famous. What are these? General purpose and high level. If you are comfortable with these two terms, it is enough to understand what is Python. So, general purpose. First, you need to understand what is the meaning of general purpose. Anybody who knows what is the meaning of general store? Sometimes you will go outside your house, you will see general stores are there. So, what is the meaning of general stores? क्या होता है जनरल स्टोर? Anybody?
जहाँ पे सर हम एक छोटे से लेकर के बड़ी से बड़ी चीज ले सकते हैं.
Correct. That means the common things, whatever common things are there that you will get in general store. For example, I want to buy something like toothpaste. You can go and take it. You want to purchase something like a anything you can take. So general store means common things, whatever daily use things are there that you can purchase from general store. Same as it is, general purpose means common purpose. Common purpose means we can use Python anywhere, anywhere, anywhere you can use Python, anywhere. Jahan mano wahan Python lagao, no issue. Okay, everywhere we can go with Python programming language. There is no any domain in which we cannot use Python. Even the worst case are there. ऐसा नहीं Python में सब अच्छा ही है. It is not like that. Okay. It is not like that कि Python is good only. Other programming languages are not good. It is not like that. There is some pros and cons. Both things are there in Python. So general purpose means common purpose. You can use Python anywhere. Wherever you want, you can use Python. You want to implement your desktop application, you can use Python. If you want to implement your own website, you can use Python. If you want to implement your app, use Python. If you want to implement a machine learning project, use Python. If you want to implement a data science project, you can use Python. Anywhere you can use Python. General means everywhere you can use Python programming. First point. Next point is high level. Now this point is very, very important. What is the meaning of high level? So high level means the syntaxes of the programming language. The syntaxes of this programming language is similar to English. First point, similar to English. That means whatever code we are going to write, that code is completely in English and very easy to understand. Your Python programming is very, very easy. Completely English things we are going to write and we will get the result. First thing is this. And next thing, what is the meaning of this high level? High level means we need not to take care. Actually, Satyendra, can you please write on chat box? Yeah, whatever doubts are there, please take your doubts on chat box. Now, we need not to take care low level activities. What is the meaning of low level activities? I will take one example and then I will explain you. Low level activity means how much memory has been taken in your code, which data type you are using in your program. You need not to worry about all those things. Directly you are writing 20 plus 30, you are getting your result. Where this 20 is stored, where this 30 is stored in your computer, you need not to worry. Anywhere in your computer, these values are going to be stored. Where it is stored, no need to worry. So that is the meaning of low level activities. What is the low level activity? Memory allocation. How much memory this value is taking? No need to worry. You will get it. Same as it is data type. You need not to take care about data type. Anything you can use. Let me take one example. Suppose that I am writing 10 plus 20, something like 10 plus 20 I am writing. So when I am writing 10 plus 20, okay, somewhere if I am going to execute it, if I am going to run this, somewhere this calculation is going to be happen. Where this calculation is going to be happen, you need not to remember, you need not to learn. Where the result of these two values will be stored, you need not to worry about that. These are low level activities. That means we are not taking care about memory allocation. Where this, yes, Satyendra, go ahead. Yes, Satyendra, please. I'm not able to hear you, Satyendra, what you are saying. Okay. So then please write on chat box. I will go through each and every chat. Okay, don't worry. Because right now, if at the mid of the session, if you are asking something, it is very difficult because at that time the flow will go on. That will impact me only. Okay. So doubt जो भी है doubt clear section chat section में रखो, मैं सारे doubts clear करूँगा. Don't worry. One by one, just write on chat. Now, what is the meaning of low level activities? Low level activity means how much memory this program has been taken. No need to worry. In C type of language, C is known as middle level language. Why middle level language? Because if you are writing something like int 10, if you are writing something like int A, what is the meaning of this? Integer type of data you are trying to store. That means we are taking care which kind of data type we are using. And what is the value of it? We can also initialize that value. So this kind of thing is known as low level activities. That means memory allocation. How much memory? Because integer is taking some specific memory. But in Python, you need not to worry about memory. You can use anything. It's up to you. Directly write your code, execute it, you will get your result. Okay. That is the meaning of high level language. So here, if I am writing 10 plus 20, so this execution will be done in your computer. Your computer will execute it. Somewhere the result will be stored. We need not to take care where this 10 plus 20 is going to be stored. If I am going to run this, you will see I am getting 30 as a result. I am getting 30, directly 30 is coming. Now somewhere this process is running, but we are not taking care about that. How this execution is going on, we are not taking care about that. That is the meaning of high level language. So high level language means it is just similar to English. You need not to worry about low level activities. What is the meaning of low level activities? Memory utilization, data types, and some other pointers are also there. Pointers means when you are writing something like this 10 and 20. So 10 will be stored in some memory, 20 will be stored in sub memory. So where this 10 and 20 is going to be stored, you need not to worry. You need not to worry because it is a high level language. High level language means you need not to worry where this 10 is stored, where this 20 is stored. You need not to take care about that. That is the meaning of high level programming language. So this is your Python. What is Python? It is a programming language. Which kind of programming language? General purpose and high level. Both the features are available in this programming language. So that is the. Now, if any doubt is there, any question is there, please write your doubt in chat. Yeah. Any type of question, anything you guys want to ask in this, you can. Or just write clear on chat box, guys.
Understand, sir.
Okay. What about others? Okay, fine. Now, next one is who has implemented Python? Because if Python is a language, someone has implemented it. Who has implemented Python? Where Python has been implemented? So some little bit history, 2 to 3 points I will discuss because that is also important. Some basic idea you need to have about who has implemented Python as a programming. So remember this thing, Python is developed by, any idea? Who is that person? Satyendra, are you?
I just know, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, Python was developed in Feb 1991, sir. I think so.
तुम्हारी आवाज बहुत धीरे आ रही है. I am not able to hear you clearly. I don't know why.
Sir, Python was developed in Feb
That's why I'm asking to write on chat
1991.
box.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, please write on chat box. I will take each and every doubt. Don't worry. Now, Python is developed by Udo van Rossum. There is one scientist which is there. That is Udo van Rossum, who has implemented this Python as a programming language or developer. You can say developer. Now, where he is working, where he is working. Okay. So Guido van Rossum is the father of Python. This is the person. Let me show you the image. Who is that person? He is a person who has implemented Python. And he has given a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs are there in Python. This is a person because of that. इसकी वजह से इतनी सारी jobs मिल रही हैं हम लोग. This is a person. So Guido has implemented, Guido has developed, Python is developed by Guido van Rossum in 1989. Remember this thing. In 1989, while working at National Research Institute, Netherlands. So Guido van Rossum is working at National Research Institute in 1989. At that moment, Guido has implemented this as a programming language. So what is the year? Year is 1989. Now, many people may have a doubt. Everywhere you will see 1991. What is the reason behind this? So for explanation of this, let me take one example. If I am going to write my own book, suppose that today is the day, that is 13 July. 13 July, I have implemented my complete book. I have written my complete book. Now, my question is, tomorrow is 14 July. So from 14 July, that book will be available to everyone, to the public, is it? Tell me. Today I have written a book. So tomorrow that book will be available to the complete public, is it?
Not at all, sir.
It is no. Because some process is there, some documentation process is there. That is the story coming here. So Guido has implemented Python programming in 1989. That is correct. But that is never be available to the public. And directly we cannot give anything to the public. Some certain paperwork is there, some documentation process is there. After that, the things are available to the public. Okay, so remember this, the official date of birth. Official means when Python is available to the public. The official date of birth of Python is what? 21st Feb, 21st or 20th Feb, sorry, 20th Feb. 20th Feb 1991. This is the official date of birth. So Guido has developed in 1989, but it is not available to the public. It is available to the public after 20th Feb 1991. So official date of birth is 1990. Now next one is, who is owning Python? Who is owning Python? Owning means who is taking care. कौन देखभाल करता है Python? Because Python is a software. So कौन देखभाल करता है? Who is going to take care of Python programming? So that thing you need to remember. Python is taken care by a non-profit organization. Anybody who knows what is the meaning of non-profit organization? In real time, you have seen non-profit organizations are there. Non-profit means the organization which does not have any profit for running that particular organization. जिनको खुद की organization से कोई फायदा नहीं होता है. That is your non-profit organization. And what is that organization name? The organization name is Python Software Foundation. Basically, in Cognizant interview, one student has mentioned this thing that he is comfortable with Python, and the interviewer has asked this question: tell me who is owning Python programming language. Owning means who is taking care about Python programming language. Then you need to say the answer as Python Software Foundation. That is PSF. Which kind of organization it is? It is a non-profit organization. This organization does not getting any profit by launching Python as a software. No any profit is there. Let me show you. PSF. Okay. See. Python Software Foundation. So it is an organization. Which kind of organization? Non-profit. If you want to donate, you can donate. See here, donate to the PSF. That means if you want to donate something, you can donate, it's up to you. So just click on donate, and here you can donate any kind of amount because it is non-profitable organization. So everything is freely available in Python. Complete freely available in Python. सब कुछ free है Python. Still, if you want to donate something, you can donate. It's up to you. So how you can donate it? This is a way to donate anything to Python. So just click on donate, and here you can donate the amount, whatever amount you want. See. Okay. So who is taking care about Python programming? This organization is taking care about Python programming. So whatever latest versions are coming, who is launching all those versions? This PSF is launching all those versions. Everything is going to handled by PSF, that is Python Software Foundation. Maybe there may be a question you guys will think. Java is also a programming language. Who is taking care about Java language? Remember this, Java is owned by, I am giving you basic idea so that at least if someone is asking who is Java is owning by what, then you can say this. Java is owned by Oracle. Java is owned by Oracle. Oracle is a private foundation. Oracle is a company, and that company is owning Java as a programming language. So this is little bit history of Python, which is there. Okay. And one more thing you guys need to remember, Python is developed before Java. Python is developed before Java. Remember this. Java is developed or JDK 1 version is developed in 1996, but Python is developed in 1990. So who is older? Python is older. Okay. Who is younger? Java is younger. So this is some little bit history of Python, which is there. Now anybody, if any doubt is there, please write on chat box quickly. In this, if any doubt is there, please let me know. Some basic history of Python we have discussed only. Okay. Okay. Yes, then want to say something?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Now where we can use Python? Where we can use Python? Next is our कहाँ Python use कर सकते हैं? Everywhere you can use Python. So let me give you some idea. What are the famous technologies where we are using Python? So remember this, in data science. In data science, Python is very famous programming language. You can use Python, complete Python for data science. Okay. Same as it is for data analyst or analysis. If you want to analyze your data, you can use Python. Same as it is. If you want to implement a desktop application, what is desktop application? For example, you are able to see your calculator. See, this is your calculator. So your calculator is what? It is your desktop application. So if you want to implement this type of desktop application, you can implement with the help of Python as a programming. Same as it is, if you want to implement machine learning algorithms, you can use Python there as algorithms. Same as it is, in deep learning, you can use Python. Same as it is, you can implement your games as well with the help of Python. Games. You can implement your own games. Even I have implemented one game. You can also implement your own game as well with the help of Python as a programming language. Okay. Same as it is, you can use Python in website development. That is your web development. In web development also, you can use Python. You can use Python anywhere, etc, anywhere. So these are the famous technologies where we are using Python. Other than this, you can use Python anywhere. It's up to you. Okay, anywhere you can use. In automation also you can use Python. In any of the technology, whatever technology you know, cyber security, you can use Python. Big data, you can use Python. So anywhere you can use Python. It's up to you. There is no any limitation. But सब कुछ अच्छा है Python में, then why other programming languages are there? तो कुछ तो होगा Python में गड़बड़. So that thing is there. What is that? What is the worst case of using Python? कहाँ Python को use नहीं किया जाता है? That is the thing. Okay, that is the thing. Where we cannot use Python. It is not recommended to use Python in such scenarios. Two technologies are there where Python is not recommended. I am telling recommended. It doesn't mean that you cannot use it. You can use it, but it is not recommended. What is those technologies? Anybody, any idea? Just think. Think, सोचो कुछ. सब कुछ मैं ही बता दूंगा. Where? Which technology is left? And in current scenario, that technology is very famous. Anybody? Okay. Android apps. In Android apps, Python is not recommended. In Android apps, Python is not recommended. What is the reason behind this? There is a very simple reason behind this. So first, which language is recommended for Android apps? Remember this, Java and Kotlin. These are the two programming languages which are famous for Android application. Why Python is not recommended? That is also important. Python is not recommended because Python is slower as compared to Java. I will tell you why it is slower. Why it is slower, I will discuss. Same as it is in your compiler design. Compiler design means I want to implement my own compilers. Compiler means a translator. translator software I want to implement. Can I implement compiler softwares with the help of Python? Yes, you can use, but it is not recommended. Then which languages are preferred for compiler design? C and C++. These two languages are famous for compiler design. Why it is not recommended? Simple reason. Python is not recommended for this because Python is slower as compared to Java, C, C++. Python is slower. That is the cons of Python. तो कुछ फायदा है कुछ नुकसान है. नुकसान क्या है? Python is slower. So if you want to get in, like if you want to get performance wise, then Python is not recommended. You will go with Java and C++. Okay. So that is the worst case of using Python. Oh, it doesn't mean that we cannot use. You can make your Android apps with the help of Python as well. You can use your you can use your compilers with the help of Python, but it is slower. It is slower. Let's take one example. Everybody is using Android apps. Suppose that Amazon app is there. When you are opening your Amazon app, while loading, it is taking 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes to open that Android app. Now, my question is, anybody is there who is going to use any app which is taking approximately 2 to 3 minutes for just opening? Anybody is there who is going to use? कोई use करेगा उस ऐप को? जो ऐप 2 से 3 मिनट में सिर्फ ओपन हो रहा है, कोई उसको यूज करेगा? Anybody? Think. Anybody? Nobody will use. Nobody will use. In current industry, nobody will use that type of app. So that is your worst case. Why? Because Python is slow. अगर Android app बना भी लेते हो Python से, that will be slower as compared to Java. It is not recommended. It is not recommended. So this is a story of worst case of using Python. So Python may be constant. It doesn't mean that everything is like if Python is going to cover everything, why other languages are there? Okay, that is the reason other languages are also there. It doesn't mean that you can use Python only. Other languages also you can use. Okay, so this is the story of worst case scenarios of Python. Okay, so any question, any doubt in this? Please write on chat box. Everybody. Okay, good. Only Satyendra is active. Rest everybody is sleeping. Is it? Okay. Next is your features. Features. Features means what are the advantages? What are the features we are having in Python? What are the features which are available in Python? So there are few features which are very famous. That features I am going to discuss. First feature is simple and easy. Simple and easy. So you already know what is the meaning of simple and easy. What the meaning of simple and easy means? The meaning of simple and easy means its syntax is similar to which language? English language. Completely English language syntax. Very simple. Just write 10 plus 20, you will get the result. In mathematics also, if someone is writing 10 plus 20, you will get 30. Same as it is here also. Okay. So everything is similar to English only. Syntactically, Python is very, very simple. And the syntaxes are similar to English language. So it is very easy to learn. It is very simple. It is very easy. First feature is this. Next feature is free and open source. What is the meaning of this? Free and open source means for using Python programming, we need not to spend a single penny. एक रुपए भी खर्च करना नहीं है हम लोगों को Python को यूज करना. Everything is free in Python. We need not to spend a single penny. Everything is free in Python. Everything is free. Whatever modules, packages, libraries, everything is free in Python. You need not to use a single rupee for using Python. Available, whatever Python code is there, every Python code is freely available to you. You can just use that. Directly you can use it. No need to pay a single money. That is the next feature which is there. That is the second feature. Third feature is what? Third feature is high level language. High level language, I already told you. High level language means syntax is similar to English. That is the first thing. And next meaning is what? And we need not to take care low level activities. What is low level activities? How much memory is taken in your program? How much memory is there? Which data type you are using for your program? You need not to worry. Just write 10 plus 20, you are getting result. It is as much simple as that. No need to worry about low level activities, how much memory this program is taking, how much RAM this code is taking. No need to worry. Just run your code, execute it, get the result, and see the result. That is the story of Python. Okay. Next is what? Next is platform independent. What is the meaning of this? So it is very simple. Platform independent means, if you, platform independent means operating system. So operating system, what are the operating system? What is the meaning of operating system? Operating system is what? Okay, give me a moment. Let me tell you about operating system as well. Okay. So basically, operating system means which kind of system you are using in your program. Which kind of system you are using in your program, that is known as operating system. So there are multiple operating systems which are there. Anybody who have any idea what are the operating systems which are there? Any idea? In mobile, which operating system you are using? I think you guys know. Yeah. Android.
Androids
Everybody is using Android or not? Yes, Android is there.
और अलग-अलग कंपनी अलग-अलग ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम यूज करती
Android, Linux, Windows.
कलर्स
Yes,
MIUI
yes. Okay. Next one, Ubuntu. Next one, Mac OS. Like this, and so on. And number of operating systems are there. So platform independent means your Python program, whatever Python program you are going to write, that Python program is platform independent. That means if you are writing any code in one operating system, that code, same code will work in any other operating system, same code, and the output is also same. Output will also same. So what is the meaning of platform independent? If we are writing any code in one operating system, what is the meaning of this operating system? Means like Mac OS, comma Windows, etc. Already I have written operating systems at the above. Okay, Windows. So if you are writing any code in one operating system, that code will work. That code will work in any other operating system with the same output. Same output. So if you are writing in one operating system, same thing you can use in any other operating system. Working wise, your code will be same and your result will also be same. This feature is not there in C programming. In C++, this feature is not there. So platform independent means it is not dependent on the operating system. Python programming जो है वो depend नहीं करती है operating system. That is the actual meaning of this. C++ is your platform dependent language. C++ is your platform dependent languages. Whereas platform independent means we can use Python in one operating system and you can use that code in any other operating system. Whatever operating system you want, you can use it. Okay. Next one is functional and object oriented. Object oriented program. Now this thing right now, you just need to understand Python is a functional as well as object oriented programming language. What is the meaning of this? Later I will discuss. Here I like at the top level I am giving you some idea what is functional and object oriented. Remember this thing, every programming languages are having two features, functional feature and object oriented feature. Functional feature means you are writing your code in the form of functions. That type of programming languages is known as functional programming. If any language supports classes and objects concept. That is known as object-oriented programming. So Python is both functional and object-oriented programming. That means you can write your code either with the help of functions only, or you can write your code with the help of classes and objects also. Both things are acceptable, you can use. So this is also acceptable. This is also acceptable. You can write your code either with the help of only functions. What are functions? We will discuss. Just at the top level, have a basic idea. We will discuss what is functions, what are objects. We will discuss. At the top level, this is one feature. What is that feature? It is accepting your functions as well as classes and objects. Okay. This is your next feature. After this, Python is a interpreted language. Interpreted language. Now, because of this reason, it is slower. It is slower. Let me take one example, a real-time example I am going to take so that you will get more clarity. Suppose that I want to go from Lucknow to Delhi. I want to go from Lucknow to Delhi. Just take one example, Lucknow to Delhi. समझना इस चीज को, बहुत सिंपल एग्जांपल में समझोगे इस चीज को. इंटरप्रेटेड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज क्यों हमारी सिंपल रहती है, and why interpreted programming languages are slower? Try to understand this. Okay, this is Delhi and this is Lucknow. This is Delhi and this is Lucknow. So between Lucknow and Delhi there are different stations which are there. This is one station. This is one station. This is one station. Some multiple stations are there. Okay. Now, this is one scenario. One more scenario is there. What is that scenario? Try to understand this. One more scenario is there. Now, try to understand. Two trains are there. I want to go from Delhi to Lucknow. Two trains are there. One train is there who is approx a passenger. Just take a passenger train. A passenger. Passenger means a train which stops in every station. Every station stoppage is there. In every station stoppage is there. That is your first train. Okay. In every station, the stoppage is there. That is your first train. Second train is what? Your second train is no stoppage. No stoppage. Express train directly from Delhi to Lucknow. No any stoppage is there. My question is, this is train 1. You can say T1. This is T2. Which will be faster? T1 or T2? कौन सा फास्टर रहेगा, कौन जल्दी पहुंचेगा,
जो रुकते
कौन तेज होगा? सिंपल एग्जांपल है गाइस, टेल मी. Of course, T2. T2 will be the faster. Why T2 is faster? Because in your T2, कोई stoppage नहीं है. Directly it is starting and it is going till end. There is no any stoppage. Directly it is starting from beginning, it is going till end. So this is a case of compilation. Compilation means complete code. Your complete destination is taken place at once. In one distance only your complete destination has been taken place. पूरी चीज एक बार में हो गई. दिल्ली टू लखनऊ एक कोई भी स्टेशन नहीं पड़ा, डायरेक्ट तुम दिल्ली से लखनऊ आओ. नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल इज हियर वी आर हैविंग all the station stoppage. In every station stoppage is there. Stoppage means line by line. In every step, line by line, your code is translating. So definitely your T1 is slower. So that is the reason interpreted languages are slower. That is the reason Python is slower. So Python is an interpreted language. What is the meaning of interpreted language? Line by line. And because of this reason, Python is slow. This is one reason, and one reason is dynamic programming. It is also there. Okay, dynamic type. Okay, Python. Line by line. Okay, line by line translation. That is it. So these are the 6 important features. One more feature is there. Python is dynamic type programming language. What is dynamic type? I will discuss in data type. What is the meaning of dynamic type language? We will discuss this point in data types. So these are the 6 important features which are there in Python. These are the 6 features are there in Python. Out of it, two features. First feature is both functional and object-oriented programming. You will understand when I will write the code. And this dynamic type, when I will explain about data types, then I will explain what is the meaning of dynamic type. Right now, at the top level, just see this word that Python is a dynamic type programming. And see this word Python is supporting both functional and object-oriented. Now, till this point, any question, any doubt? Please write on chat box if it is clear. Yes, Saurabh, is it clear? Okay, I will discuss this both functional and dynamic type later. Okay. Now, next one is your editor versus IDEs. Very, very important point it is, because now we are going to move actual coding. Actual coding, because features we have completed, history we have completed, what is Python programming we have completed. Now the actual coding we are going to start. So for that, we need to have software, because this compiler, if I can show you the diagram, this is your CPU. Let's take one example. This is your complete CPU. In your CPU, you need to install some software. That software is what? Compiler. And what this compiler or interpreter, anything you can say, it's up to. Generally, we are calling it as compiler. It is also interpreter, because working wise, both are same. No any differences there. Okay. Only one difference is there, that I have discussed line by line and complete execution. This is my compiler and this is my CPU. So what is this compiler? Basically, compiler is your software. Compiler is your software. Okay, compiler is your software. Now, remember one thing. This software, whatever programming softwares are there, whatever programming softwares are there, all programming softwares are going to be denoted by one term that is known as IDE. 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 IDE means programming software. What is the full form of this IDE? That is integrated development environment. What it is, I will discuss. Just one. Environment. Okay, integrated development environment. What is the meaning of this? I will discuss. So programming softwares are known as integrated development environment. What is this? We will discuss. First, you need to understand about editors. Anybody who can tell me what are your editors in your laptop? You have seen a number of editors are there in your laptop. Anybody? Any idea about editors? Any editor you know? Any editor you guys know? Notepad. Editor means somewhere you are going to write something. That is your editor. Notepad. In Notepad, you are going to write something. That is your editor. Your VS Code. Wherever you are going to write something, that is your editor. So editor means, editor is what? Wherever we are able to write. We are able to write something, anything it is. That is known as editor. Editor can be anything. Editor can be anything. What is the example of this? Your Notepad. In Notepad, you are able to write your whatever you want, you can write in your Notepad. That is your editor. Same as it is, you are having Atom. Atom is also there. Atom is also one editor. Same as it is VS Code. What is VS Code? VS Code is also an editor. Editor means wherever you can write your any type of code, that is your editor. For example, Notepad. I am taking some example. This Notepad. So this is my Notepad. Here I am writing something like 10 plus 20. Because I am able to write something, that is your editor. Wherever you are able to write something, that is your editor. That is your editor. Now, my question is, if I am writing something like this, will my computer will execute it? Will my computer will run this? Just think and then tell me yes or no. I am writing something in my editor. So will be executed, will this will be run in my computer directly? I'm not going to do anything, just writing 10 plus 20. Will computer will run it? Will computer will execute it? Just think. Anybody? Will computer will run this?
No, sir.
It will not run. Why it will not run? Because you have written what you have done. You see here in our diagram, if I can show you the diagram, in diagram, if you guys remember, we have written instruction. What is the meaning of this? Here we are writing some code. Code is what? Whatever I am writing, like 10 plus 20. Now, computer don't know what is this 10 plus 20. You are writing, but computer don't know what is this 10 plus 20. You need to pass this information to your computer. Now, how we can pass this computer? So if you want to pass this computer to your system, then you need to have compilers. You need to have compilers. You need to have compilers. Now, my question is, in your editor, compilers are there. If I am talking about Notepad, in Notepad, I am writing 10 plus 20. Will this 10 plus 20 will be executed in your code? Is it? Will this run? Will this will run? If I'm going to, क्या ये run करेगा? 10 plus 20 directly I am writing and I am going to store somewhere. The answer is no, it will not execute. Why it will not execute? Because you have written a command, that is fine. But who will give that thing to your compiler for execution? Computer को कौन देगा ये execute करने के लिए? Without that, how computer will execute it? So their compiler is going to come into picture. So what is your IDE? So now IDE is going to come into picture. So first thing, IDE is stand for Integrated Development Environment. This is your IDE. This is a full form of IDE. Now, what is the meaning of IDE? IDE means combination of editor plus what? Compiled. That means तुम कोड लिख भी सकते हो, उसको execute भी कर सकते हो. So here in your editor you can only write your code. You cannot execute it. तुम सिर्फ कोड लिख सकते हो एडिटर के अंदर, तुम उसको रन नहीं कर सकते. But in case of IDE means you can write your code and then you can run your code. See here, this Jupyter is your IDE. If I can talk about examples of IDE, or let me take programming wise. What are your Python IDEs? That is your Jupyter Lab or Jupyter Notebook is one IDE. Same as it is PyCharm. PyCharm is one IDE. Spider is one IDE. Okay. Same as it is, we are having what next is remaining? IDLE, etc. So this is what, these are the softwares which is giving you an environment to write your code and execute your code. दोनों चीजें हो रही हैं. एडिटर में सिर्फ लिख सकते हैं कोड को, एग्जीक्यूट नहीं कर सकते. बट इन योर IDEs you can write your code, you can run your code. Both things we can do. Same as it is if I am talking about Java IDEs. Maybe you are having doubt. Let me clear that. Java IDEs are generally JDK and Eclipse. Same as it is C++ IDEs. What are these? That is your Dev C++ and Turbo C++. So ये हमको इन्वायरमेंट देते हैं कोड को रन करने का, लिखने का और एग्जीक्यूट का, दोनों चीजों. लेट मी शो यू टर्बो C++. Let me show you. देखो यहाँ पे here I am writing 10 plus 20. It is not executing. Still, if you will save it, it will not run. You will not get the output. But if I am going to use any of the IDs, let me take a Spider. Okay. Let me take a Spider. Okay. I will write the code. Along with it, I can run the. Both things we can do. So that is the difference between editor and IDs. Many students are having a doubt, both are same, both are not same. Editor means wherever you can write your code, that is your editor. And what about IDE? IDE means you can write your code, you can execute your code. So in IDEs, in IDs, we can write our code, as well as we can run our. That means it is a complete environment where you can write as well as run your. So this is my spider ID. See here, I am simply writing print 10 plus 20. This is my editor. This is my editor. I want to execute it. Simply I am pressing this button. It is just asking for default configuration. Click on run. Now you are seeing able to see the output 30. Because it is an ID. But same thing you are not able to do here. Same thing you are not able to do here. Okay. So that is the difference between ID and your editor. Now, if any question is there in this, you can ask, guys. Any kind of question is there in this, you guys can ask. Then installation I will discuss. Then we will end this session. Yeah. Any type of question in editor and IDs? Is it clear, guys? Please write on chat box. Everybody. If it is clear, please write on chat box. Okay, Saurabh has given clear. Okay. Others, today Siddhika is not responding. Balu is not responding. Kunal is not responding. Asta is not responding. Shall I need to call the name?
Clear, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah, fine. Fine. Next is your installation of IDs. Generally, we are not using editors. Why we are not, even you can run your code with the help of editors as well. हम लोग एडिटर से भी कोड को रन कर सकते हैं. It doesn't mean that we cannot run our code with the help of editor. We can run it, but it is not recommended to go with editor. Generally, we are using IDs only, because in IDs we can write, and along with that we can run our. Both things we can do together. But when we are talking about IDs, you can externally embed it. Embed means अलग से इंस्टॉल करना पड़ता है एक्सटेंशन को. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू वांट टू गो VS कोड, if you want to run VS code, sorry, Python in VS code, then you need to implement an external software in your VS, and that software is your Python. Then only you can use Python in VS. Same as it is with Atom. If you are talking about Atom, then you cannot directly use Atom. If you want to use Atom, in that case, you need to install the Atom, then embed, or you can say plug in Python software in it. So Python को तुमको embed करना ही पड़ेगा editor के अंदर. Then only you can execute. Else it will not be executed. Okay. Now next one is installation of IDs. So basically 3 type of softwares I will tell generally. Okay. And those 3 softwares are enough for Python programming. So very quickly, I am going to give you brief idea. Along with that, I will tell you one PDF. Okay. That PDF is prepared by me only. Let me show you that PDF. So in that PDF, all the installation is already available for you. So you can also refer that. Let me show you that. Python installation. Now see, if you want to install any kind of IDs, you will see this is a complete guide or along with the extension. Okay, everything is there in this. How to install Anaconda, how to install Python ideally, everything is there in this. Those who want, you can refer this PDF, I will share with you. But till then, let me tell you what are the IDs which are famous for what purpose. Okay, so first is for computers whose RAM is less than 4 GB. Less than 4 GB. If your computer RAM is less than 4 GB, it is recommended to go with IDLE of Python. How to install it, I will tell you. Next one is for computers whose RAM is greater than or less than, or you can say greater than 4 GB. 4 GB with SSD. Then you can go with one heavy software that is known as Anaconda. And third one is for computers or for students which does not have any computer. For them, which ID I will prefer? It will be Google Colab. Okay. How to install these IDs? So first is your IDLE 4.0. So it is very simple. What you need to do, you need to go in the official website. Let me open that again to you. See this PDF. See, this is the official website of Python. Just click on this, python.org. Python.org. It is org, sorry, not org, it is org. Okay, see here, this is the official website of Python. Okay, now if you want to install this one, IDLE Python, then how you will install it? Here you will see download is there and the latest version of Python. Always try to go with latest version. This is the latest version. Download for Windows. Just download it. Click on it. When you are clicking on it, you will see your installation is going on. Okay, this is your installation which is going. Sorry, not installation, it is downloading. So once your downloading will be completed, you need to perform the installation part. So how that installation is going to be done? Let me show you. Let me show you how the installation you need to do. Very simple installation it is. Just double tap on it. Okay. Just double tap on it. Here you will see install now. Just double tap on install now. Okay. That's it. It will automatically install in your system. And what is the version? 3.12 is the latest version of Python that we are.
भैया जी आपने
3.12 is the latest one. Yes, Satyendra. Okay. This 3.12 is the version that we are using.
देख लो अगर कर दिया तो कोई ना
Yes.
स्क्रीनशॉट आपने किए नहीं थे जी.
Yes, Satyendra.
अभी वहाँ कोई ना कल दे देना कोई बात नहीं. बाकी
Give me
जो
a moment.
वाले हैं ना भैया उनसे बात
Earphone, because I am not able to hear you clearly. I don't know why I am not able to hear you. Just give me a moment. Let me use earphone now. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Satyendra. Go ahead.
No sir, I don't have any query.
I don't know why it is not working. Okay, please write on chat. Some issue is there because this is my new laptop. Actually, this is my new laptop. Okay, that's why I am not able to
Congratulations,
access.
sir.
Configuration is left. Yeah.
Congratulations sir. I don't have any query. I don't have any query sir. No query. कुछ नहीं पूछना सर.
Yeah, please tell me. Yeah, Satyendra, go ahead. Okay, no doubt. Okay. Okay, so you can see setup was successful. Just click on close. And after this, what you need to do? Go on your search bar, type ID, IDLE, just this. This is your Python. Okay, just double tap on it, your Python will be open. See, this is your Python. Now, whatever code you want, you can write here. 10 plus 20, see, 30. Same as it is 100 into 98 into 900 into 65, hit enter. This is right. Okay, same as it is 765 into 540, 355, anything you can write. Now, if you want to create a Python file, because this is a shell, so two versions are there here. Shell means your code will not be stored. If you want to store your code, you need to create a file. So here you will see new file is there. Just click on new file. So what it will do, it will create a file for you. So let me write something like print hi. Okay, this is a code that I have written. This is a code that I have written. Just save it and run it. Save it and run it. Just save it. Anywhere you can save it. But one thing you need to remember here, whatever file you are taking, let me take first. .py is the extension of Python. .py is the extension of Python. If any file you are creating for Python programming, the extension must be py. So just click on save. Now, if you want to run this, This is your editor. This is what? This is your editor. You want to run it. Just click on this run button, run module. Just click on this. When you are clicking on run, you will see your output is coming. So this is a way to store your file. So what is your file? This is your file. Sorry, this is your file. First.py is your file. Inside this, you are writing your. And if you don't want to create a file, your shell is enough. This is your shell. And here in your shell, you can write your value. Whatever things you want, you can write. Okay, that is it. So this is your first type of ID. I will refer this PDF. You guys can refer this PDF for installation as well. This is the PDF. Okay. Installation process is same. This PDF I will refer. Just install with this PDF. Okay. In next session, I will discuss few things about this Anaconda and then Google Colab. Then we will start actual coding, like what is print function, what is comments. Okay. So this PDF link, let me share with you, everybody. Okay. This is a complete installation guide, step by step. You guys can follow it. Now, one by one, ask your doubts. This is all about this. Yeah. This is all about today's session. Now, one by one, ask your doubts. Anything, whatever you want, you guys can ask me. Write on chat box if any question is there. Anything is there.
No doubt, sir.
Yes, Satyendra.
No doubt, sir.
Please write on chat box, Satyendra, because I'm not able to hear you. I don't know why this is happening. I will check. I told you, this is the new laptop which is there. Like today itself, I have purchased this laptop. That is the thing. Oh, no issue. Yes, thing. Anybody else, any kind of doubt or anything? Please share your feedback on chat box. Even today itself, I have installed this Anaconda and this for taking the session details. Yeah, any type of question, anything, Saurabh and all, write on chat box, anything you guys want to ask.